it was incredibly important to read. It's important to you because you dropped out of university to write for it.
I did, actually. I started on Jackie when I was 20. Jackie was, in the 70s, the most popular, iconic magazine. We sold 1 million copies a week. Every girl had to have their own copy. They couldn't wait for a Thursday when it arrived. It cost sixpence. And it was a kind of a teenage Bible because, you know, girls didn't have social media.
Mark Bolan on the front there.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, gorgeous. Such a cute face. Oh, Donny Osmond, so sweet, you know. And there was always David Cassidy. And you were either a Donny Osmond fan or a David Cassidy fan, or indeed David Essex, homegrown.
That is? Heavens above.
Yeah, no,
different
cute.
in those days.
Yeah, and you could, there's David Cassidy. You couldn't see David's beautiful blue eyes in that shot. But anyway, it was a mixture of pop, fashion, fun quizzes, but it also had the agony aunts, Kathy and Claire. And so there was an underlying sense of responsibility, and we cared about the readers.
And that was key. And amazingly, you were its first female editor. It started by a man who had been an RAF engine fitter, amazingly.
Yeah, absolutely. A lovely man called Gordon Small, rather gruff, red-bearded, bald-headed, but it was part of the DC Thomson empire. And DC Thomson's is a big publishing company in Scotland. They do the Dandy, the Beano, all of those sort of things. And Gordon was a brilliant journalist and part of that whole kind of young people's comics heritage translated into Jackie.
Arlene, how does one go, then, about bringing a magazine that was so important to so many girls who are now mums and grandmas? How do you go about bringing it back to life as a musical?
Well, the script was written and they decided to look into a woman who discovers a box of Jackie magazines when she has a problem in her life. Her husband has left her for a woman 20 years younger. And she just goes, oh, if only I had Kathy and Claire to talk to. And she conjures up her younger self. So we started with this premise that it's set in the present day, so lots of very current choreography. And, of course, looking back to the 70s, so lots of 70s choreography. And music was really the music that was popular to the Jackie readers, because there was so much of it that was really current at the time, but so much of it people love today.
And a difficult thing to pull off because, like you say, when something is so well-loved, a brand like Jackie, you can really upset a lot of people if you get things wrong.
Absolutely. And I think somehow we got this right because the audience are completely involved with it. They sing along to songs they know. They dance when the Jackie comes on, or some familiar dance. They'll just get up and join in.
The Jackie is an actual dance as well.
Dance, yes.
You remember the moves, Nina?
Lost in the midst of time, thank God.
Yeah, and it's really sort of immersive. The audience are very involved, and they bring with them their husbands, their family, so that they can understand this thing they've talked about their entire lives. Jackie, 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 and now they can explain what it meant to them.
There's a huge nostalgia rush. I mean, you can see them. I look down at the audience, watch them, and these women and the men too, because they suddenly think, my God, I know this music, it's fabulous. And they're singing along, their arms are waving, you know, and it's just pure joy for them.
It's one thing bringing a musical out that references a magazine. What about the magazine maybe even making a comeback?
You can't do that. You can't do that because young people like screens and not paper. You could put it online. Well, I don't think so because they're accustomed to getting bits here, bits there. I think it's a real shame because it would be wonderful for them to be able to have something that would help them through those teenage years, like the previous generation.